Rifleman.
I was just admiring that rifle of yours.
This is my rifle, this is my gun. This is for fighting, this is for fun.
Yo, y'all ready for some gun talk? Yeah, Bullets 101, motherfuckers.
To the O to the O to cool. L.A. He like to bring up L.A. Khule.
I'm so good.
I had a lot of musical influence, but first I would have to say that my family was the first musical influence. My mother sings, her brothers play the bass, play the guitar, my father saxophone. My brother, he picked up DJing with my uncle, so I was born in hip hop. I guess if I wouldn't have been born in hip hop, I'd probably be some other type of musician. Before '89, I was just like freestyling around and, you know, doing loose gang banging shit and, you know what I mean, living that LA life. So I was just being an LA kid doing wild stuff, you know, in the 80s. It was, hip hop was born, crack was born, and gang banging in LA was born. So I was in the midst of all that shit. When I saw things getting worse, I just looked at my musical talent and said I need to do something with this instead of doing negative shit all the time. Just blessed to get out of what I was into, you know. A lot of people don't get out of that type of stuff. So musically, to make it short and simple, it saved my life, period. Found out who I was, which was an MC more than a gangbanger. I would say junior high, I was a full-fledged rapper. People know me as Ellay Khule already. I believe the 8th grade already.
Some hip hop shit right here. Who said hip hop was dead? Y'all niggas must not know me.
The name Ellay Khule, which was first, it was in junior high. I had an English teacher and she was teaching some type of history, something about American slaves. Whatever city or street or place they was born in, whatever attitude they had, that would be their name.
I'm Ellay Khule, bitch.
I got the name from that and I had it since the 8th grade. And the name Rifleman came going to battle some people. It was 2 cars full of people. When we got out at the gas station, you know, they got out laughing. And we like, what y'all laughing at? And they was like, oh, they laughing at you because they say you look like the dude that played on the TV show Rifleman because your dimple. And then the other flip to that, I was carrying a real rifle. So they was putting 2 and 2 together. They was like, you carrying a rifle and you look like that dude. When the next Thursday came, I was like, I'm taking that name, the Rifleman. I made a song that week. The name came from some joke. I turned it back when they asked, it's Rifleman 2008, we still doing it.
Ellay Khule, what? Are you ready to roll? I'm ready to rock. Are you ready to roll? Ready to rock and ready to roll. Nigga taking the stone and represent the project. Boom, boom, boom. These niggas they never knew when we be running this block and we got them jumping over shit and let it blood on the belly. Over the bed, the hole in the bed, the niggas like this, jumping up the head, internet.com to the bop.
Chop hop.
Project Polo, coming on the phone, but the nigga don't know the miracle. You want to talk, they come with the video. This but I gotta get, let's go, live with the rap.
That's a saying, you know, that we came up with in the hip hop genre at the Good Life. In some different places it's called different things. Crew called it the rodeo, bounce, crow crush, a flip, flipping the tongue, twist. That's something that we took from like jazz musicians. Our voice was an instrument instead of just being a rapper. And then we developed it at the Good Life.
OG Good Life, 1990 to 94. Project Bloody in 94 to now.
For the Good Life, that started in 1989. It was just a few people rapping, tables, popcorn, chairs. It was quiet, it was quaint, and then it built up to something that was incredible. What we were doing sounded different. It's the longest going open mic.
Walk my homie down, I don't see nobody but the beer to grab the mic. They leave me by myself, I don't need no help. I'll slap that nigga AK and I'll slap my AK off the shelf.
Yeah, we have a different name, it's in a different place, but the Good Life was kind of like maybe elementary and junior high. Project Glow was like high school and college.
Before riding this cool breeze, pay your dues, please.
The time that I remember the most about him, Julian. It's just a whole group of the hip-hoppers. We went there and spent a weekend. They just constantly were going over their words and the lyrics and anonyms and synonyms and all the meanings and, twisting words in and out and constant practice. So the thing that I liked the most about him was he handles words correctly and he does it like with a shotgun.
Those things taught us what we needed to do to get to, our careers in the music.
Rifleman, baby. Oh, yeah. Legend. As far as Rifleman, he's got some killer tracks. I like what he does, man.
The first time I was here, I just remember it was different from the Good Life. The Good Life was like a health food cafe. It was lit up. Shit, the Project Club was dark. It was no restrictions. We could cuss. We could do what the hell we want to do. So it was just a different vibe.
George Bush, you mean Osama Bush lying. And it take a nigga like Rifleman to keep on robbing, hardcore. Ain't no nigga gonna give it up like me. I don't give a fuck what's the score.
I'm Scooby from the Hip Hop Clan, Rifleman's nephew. He took me to the Good Life and Project Blood. That's how I really got introduced to the rap game. Watching them grow up, it was just fun. Like, I want to do that too. Like, I want to be just like Rifleman. When I got to a car accident, because I got into a car accident, because I was running from the police, being stupid when I was young. I was close to being on the other side. I was on life support. And my family said he used to rap to me when I was on the deathbed. He used to rap to me. And they said after a few hours I started twitching. And then finally I woke up after he was rapping to me. 2 years, I did 22 months in jail. Me and being away from my family so long, I kind of forgot all about rapping. He got me back into it really because he started asking me to write more songs with him, like, do this song with me. Be back here in this little house, in the stuffy house, writing raps all day. And if I don't come back here, he gonna call up there like, nephew, where you at? Come back here and write some more songs with me. I'm glad he's in my life because he's one of the best rappers in the industry.
Lamar Park is Earth's heart.
I'm a threat for any MC with a rap. My microphone get wet. Disrespecting, they set no sweat. They all respect your bet. You computer geeks, you never speak. You never on this.
Cruise chopping is more like just hit this double time and all of a sudden like stop at a dime. When he hits the stage, it's like a privilege for the audience because like even cats who haven't heard him, you'll just see that fool blow up. He'll wear a mask or a fucking costume. There was one funny thing which has nothing to do with MCing or anything, but like some dude was like kind of like banging on his like nephew or a cousin, and I guess Khule heard him. So this Khule just came out of nowhere and just fucking knocked his ass out.
From time to time, I serve as his tour manager and also his booking agent. A lot of his sales of material are probably done hand to hand versus people purchasing it from a store. So he's definitely always seeking, and he's one of those people that's from the community. Like no matter where he's at and on this planet, he's from that community. We were doing a short Project Blow tour. We ended up all the way in Memphis, Tennessee. And I was DJing for a hip hop clan that night. And they had on these leather jackets and it just seemed like I was at a Run DMC show. I mean, it was just ultimate. Their performance that night was top notch.
The first time you see Ellay Khule, he's some person you're not gonna never forget. His rapid style, the way he attacks the mic, his aggressiveness. If you don't know Ellay Khule by the time you walked into the venue, you definitely gonna know him after.
This is definitely the spot to be for West Coast hip hop. Khule is such an influential figure. He can chop, he can go with the swagger rap, he can go with some dope punchlines, and he always has the dope multi-syllable rhyming and stuff. So he's such a jack of all trades that if you know blow stuff, then it's hard not to take some elements from Khule style or to at least study the stuff he does. You know what I'm saying?